I'd like to know the difference between benching and underpinning. It's always mystified me. What is the difference?
Well, the difference is benching is you come out from the foundation of the wall and down, so you're not actually going underneath the foundation of it. In comparison to underpinning, where you get right underneath the foundation of the house and you dig down and put in a brand new footing.
I heard that benching is a less expensive proposition.
Most certainly it is a lot less. In some cases the clients would go for 50% of the basement underpinned, 50% of it benched.
So when you look at my project, you'll be able to tell whether I can do more benching than underpinning?
Right away.
Do you have an engineer?
We have an engineer, Ken Davis Group, and we bring him on site, introduce him to the client, and we go from there. His turnaround time is 4 weeks, and that entails doing the spec, doing the drawing, getting down to City Hall, getting your permits right to your door, and then we proceed from thereafter.
How long does it take you then?
Turnaround time for us is 4 to 6 weeks to underpin and bench our home.
So we're looking at anywhere from 4 to 12 weeks depending on the complexity of the job.
Absolutely.
Now I know you must do a lot with concrete. How creative can you be with concrete, Tony?
We can be incredibly creative, like with the colour concrete. We do a huge amount of that. Walkways, driveways, poured foundations, and steps up
I
to
have a patio at the back of the house. Can you do anything with that?
Yeah, we can, Patrick, we can put in a random flagstone or a cut flagstone or interlocking if you like, but certainly, and we can address that, yes.
Do you have experts, like stone people are hard to get?
I have Patrick, who is a 2-year All-Ireland Connemara champion, stone layer back home, so he's about the best you can get your hands on.
Wonderful. What about my hallway, entranceway? I need some tiling done there, like ceramic tile.
The answer to that would be my tiler Gabriel. He's a Romanian gentleman, and he will leave your floor like a pane of glass when he leaves it.
What about roof or waterproofing? I forgot to mention that. Does your company do waterproofing? I know that you do the waterproofing as part of your basement work, but other areas of a house that maybe don't need the basement lowered, but we need some waterproofing done.
Yeah, we do a huge amount of waterproofing. We dig down, remove all the earth away, install a weeping tile, install a blue skin and then a delta membrane, and backfill with 3/4 inch stone and let it settle.
So Tony, after my basement is lowered, can you help me finish it off?
Absolutely, we can finish it, Patrick, stud it, insulate it, do the plumbing, wiring, and board it up and leave it ready for priming and painting.
Are these all your trades or the guys that you work with?
Absolutely, men that we work with and have been over the years.
And what else should I consider then? If I'm going to this expense, what should I be thinking about?
I'd strongly say that you should really consider the heated floor. It's very popular. When you go to this cost, I don't see why you shouldn't go that route. And another thing that we offer is coloured concrete, like a coloured dye, and you've got a variety of colours to choose from. And our finisher can leave the floor like a pane of glass when it's finished, and that can be your finished floor.
I wouldn't need carpets?
You wouldn't need nothing, just an area rug, if that.
Very good. You mentioned a video to me earlier. Do you video what goes on?
Absolutely. From the day we break ground to the day we leave, my foreman Patrick video records not every step but a daily basis, and then at the end of the week we will forward that to the client, and at the end of the project the client will get a complete disc of all the activity that took place in his basement.
One of the biggest concerns that I have when I'm hiring people like yourself is reference. Can you give me references?
Well, we can do better. We have a relationship with our previous clients, and with an email and a week or a fortnight's notice, we can get you on the site, a finished product, one in the works, one almost complete, and you can see the actual hands-on work and what will be taking place in your basement.
Typically, how many do you do in a year?
We run about 8 to 10 a year.
And these are all over the city of Toronto.
And these are all over the city of Toronto.
Do you go outside Toronto?
We do.
To Aurora?
We do.
Newmarket?
We would go to Newmarket.
Mississauga?
Yes.
But is it mostly in older homes that your work is called for?
It is. Mostly in older homes our work is called for. Correct.
And do you take care of water problems that may be on the outside? How do you deal with ingress of water?
Well, when you're underpinning your basement, Patrick and his men install a weeping tile, a delta membrane on your wall, so you're also getting waterproofed and underpinned at the same time. And this is all diverted to a sump pump container, normally located underneath the stairwell, and then it's pumped out.
Is all of this inspected by the city?
Step by step by step.
And they give approvals at each stage?
At every stage they give approvals.
Do you have insurance?
We've got insurance.
And you can show me that insurance coverage and I can verify all that stuff?
Absolutely.
So Tony, what you're telling me is you can pretty much do anything that needs to be done to make my basement livable space?
Absolutely, Patrick. From the beginning we will supply the engineer, so you got your drawings, your permit. We will land on site, do the excavation, lower your basement. Then we will go on to phase 2 and finish your basement right down to the first coat of paint.
So what's somebody to do if they need these services?
My strong suggestion would be call myself, Anthony Diamond. I'm the owner of the company. And my direct line, I'll give it to you, it's 416-888-3073.
And you'd be delighted to meet anybody that...
I'd be absolutely delighted.